Hey everyone, this is Kay, the healer's daughter, and this month I am showing up for the August 2026 reading. However, we are going to be tuning in more to the divide that's happening. We will be tuning in on the healing aspects because that's what I do. So we will still be clarifying how to move forward, or how to navigate and how to best move forward while navigating these chaotic times. Okay, so we'll go ahead and create the space. And I did a little bit of channeled writing. I feel we're just going to be tuning in on a few things, and that's going to be the focus. So, thank you. I feel I've said thank you, but I'm saying thank you again. Thank you for showing up and listening to what I have to channel. And thank you for showing up for yourself, providing yourself a new experience and some information that's maybe beneficial. Okay. I call forward my higher self, my angels and guides, my legends and legacies, my ancestors, and other beings with me on this journey. I call you forward to assist me in providing channeled messages that will assist the collective listening in how to navigate the divide that is happening and how to best move forward while navigating it for the month of August 2026. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so this divide that's happening. I am seeing everything happening this month. Literally everything. And what came through on how to best navigate it and move forward while navigating it is to have a plan. I feel that this has been coming through very strongly with all of the readings I've been doing this season, is a plan. And I don't mean like do what you can. If you can't get this done, it's okay. You know, you're doing what you can. Yes, but also with everything happening, the universe is supporting everything happening. So the universe needs a bit more from us, from the manifestors, from the planners, from the people who are trying to accomplish things. The universe needs a bit more from us. The things that we are struggling tying up, the things that I'm hearing unfinished, the parts that us, the humans, are struggling to not finish, those are what we need to finish. Because the universe is supporting us, but it's supporting us in a bit of a different way because it's doing so much. So the more that we can clarify for ourselves, the better we can communicate to the universe what we want. Have you ever tried explaining to somebody something that you kind of understand, but you kind of don't? There's some pieces missing, and it's like you leave and they got the point that you're trying to make. They 100% understood you. However, the details were missed. And the universe needs those details, and it needs it from you, not from somebody who understands what you're trying to do. It needs it from you. So I'm hearing a plan, and it's like I feel a plan is an understatement. I feel the I's need to be dotted, the T's need to be crossed. You need to do a bit more to make sure that the knowledge and the requirements that's needed for your particular plan, for your goals, that is met by you, not somebody else, not by you're willing that it's going to work. This needs to be accomplished by you for the universe to take its step to assist you. And I also wrote routine because we're humans. Routine is important. So whatever this plan is, whatever goals you're trying to meet, have a routine in place for yourself. I'm asking if there's any advice I can give on how to develop a routine. I'm hearing start small and start with something that you're passionate about. And this is being phrased for those who are struggling with accomplishing this. So if you're struggling accomplishing this, start with something small and something that you're passionate about, because the passion is the drive that you need to accomplish it. And the plan is what you need for the passion to attach to. Because you can have passion for something and want to do it, but if you don't know how to implement it, it can't evolve. So have, I'm sorry, I said plan. I meant to say routine. Have a routine in place for that desire to attach to, for that want. It's almost like threading a needle and then starting to sew whatever it is you're sewing together. It's like there's steps, and each one of those steps takes you one step closer to actually having a finished garment. But you can't get that finished garment without needling the thread, putting the thread through the needle. You need to have all of the foundation in place. You need to have everything set up so that you can do the finished product. It's like I'm feeling that this plan, this routine that you need, that's the equivalent of it. So with this routine that you're getting in place, make sure you have your needle out, your thread picked out, and the material. Those are the basics. So make sure you have those basics picked out, and you have that passion, that desire that will evolve these basics. But you have to have those basics. And I feel I'm emphasizing the hierarchy of this because so often when you're recovering from trauma, it's like you catch yourself just doing things to do them because you know you need to do them, but the drive behind it, the passion, it isn't there. So that's why I feel I'm being directed to give yourself something that you are passionate about to work towards rather than things that you need to do and you don't want to do. And again, that's why it's good to start off small, because time, I don't know what to say about it. Time is assisting us, and it's also really pushing us. And I feel the push in time is what is happening in this instance, where it's hard to get a routine in place or a plan because time is, I don't know how to word this. Time is abundant, but with everything happening, your energy is going to things that your time could be used better elsewhere. And I'm hearing that's why, again, this plan, this routine is so important to have in place, because it will help you stay focused and centered on what it is you're doing. And it will assist in blocking out any distractions that you might have. And those distractions can be your internal thoughts. They can be external things happening. It can be anything. So this will help you, what are we talking about? This routine, this plan, it will help you stay focused on where your energy needs to be focused. And by having your energy, just this amount of your energy focused on this little routine, this little plan that you're doing, that's that thread. That's the thread that you're getting in place to sew everything together. So your energy is the thread that's feeding this beautiful gown or suit or extravagant outfit that you want to compose. So this is being stated because your energy, your attention is so valuable. It is priceless. Because, and I realize everything I just said, and that is because you need it. You do. Not other things happening, not other people around you. You need your energy because you need to use it to focus on your plan, on your routine, on what you want to do for you. So I'm hearing that your energy is so valuable. Make sure it is going in the right directions. I'm trying to be careful on the words that I choose because I do not want to plant seeds that do not serve. Okay, be aware of how you feel when you are giving your energy to something. And this, we'll say, project that you're doing on the side, this routine, this plan that you have, pay attention to how you feel when you're doing that. And when I say you feel, pay attention to how your body feels, how your emotions feel. How does your headspace feel? Does your environment feel different? Pay attention to all of that, because when you are putting your energy into something that's serving you, it's literally serving you. You are being served with your energy. When you are putting your energy into something that you love, you're returning that to yourself. You are showing yourself love. So when you're doing this project, pay attention to how you feel, because that is how you should feel all the time. That's not accurate, but it's accurate. We have our lessons that we do need to learn. However, your centered space, your harmony, your joy, this project that you're working on, that is how it should feel when you're amongst anywhere in the world. If you don't have that feeling, that is the divide nudging you to stay on your course. So this divide that is happening, it so often wants to push you in directions that don't serve you. However, how else do we learn lessons? How else do we learn what does benefit us? So again, I am hearing your energy. Where is your energy focused? Did you learn a lesson? Amazing. How did you get back on your navigation after learning that lesson? Yes. So that's what this divide is. Because when you have good intentions, when you have goals set, when you want more for yourself, you stay on track. That is your goal. So when you learn a lesson, it's kind of like when you're bowling and you have bumpers on the side. Those bumpers they're navigating you. They're not letting that ball fall in the gutter, because it is their job to not let that ball fall in the gutter. It is keeping that ball going forward. So I'm feeling this divide happening is keeping you going forward because you are not interested in the ill intended. You're not interested in what they're doing, why they're doing it. So once you navigate into that field, it's like, oh, ew, that's gross. Okay, nope, don't want to be there. And you're back on your path. So give yourself the space also to make the choice to be on this path. Quite often, when you're recovering from trauma, being on a path that doesn't serve you is a survival. It is a way to survive. So I feel there's people that need to hear that it is okay to go off that path and start your own. And again, start small. One minute. I'm seeing, weirdly enough, and this is a supporting vision. I'm seeing a downhill slope, and where we're going is actually down here. And what I see the divide doing is like kind of fast tracking, I guess the good intended people. So it's kind of like the bumpers that I said in the bowling alley, but if this is the bowling lane, these are the pins down here. So what am I trying to communicate? If you have good intentions in mind and you have your plan, you have your routine, I'm hearing like the scales are going to be tipped. And I feel that's contradicting what we said at the beginning, that you need to bring this to the universe because it's doing more, so it needs more from you. It's like I feel that okay. I feel the aspect of like how do I want to phrase this? I feel the aspect of like when you're a child and you try to do something and it fails, but you tried to do it. It's like I feel that effort. Once you get down here to the bowling pins, it's like that effortlessness that the universe is capable of providing to you. It's like I feel that's where it is at the bowling pins. So it's like I'm feeling the universe is asking a lot more from us. However, we're going to be getting a lot more once we accomplish this extra that the universe is asking of us. One minute. Okay, I'm hearing that that's all that's coming forward for that. I'm being asked to move on. The next thing I have noted is to stop and breathe. I'm seeing the bowling alley again, or the bowling lane, and it's like I'm feeling, or I see every time the ball is hitting a bumper, it's stopping and breathing. So it's like I feel every time that you learn a lesson, let that be an opportunity to stop and breathe. However, you should be breathing the entire process. But once you've started going down the path of learning that lesson, once you get to that actual learning aspect where it's like, okay, this isn't it, and you're rerouting yourself. Once you get to that point of learning it, really stop and take a moment there. Use that as your stopping and breathing point to really take in it all. Because whatever has happened in that lesson, you need it. You need everything. So make sure that you are bringing everything with you from that lesson. I'm even hearing there's going to be very little you're leaving behind. There's very little from these lessons that are not serving you. Am I saying that right? Yes. So it's like I'm hearing almost like the worst thing that could happen to in your life could happen. However, it's not the worst thing in your life, because now you have all of this abundance of knowledge that you can take with you. And it's like, oh my God, I just learned all of this. This is so helpful. Take it all. Take it all in your back pocket. Get some cargo pants if you need to. Keep your pockets full with all of the tools that you have for your mental health, for your spiritual health, for your physical health. Keep them all in close range, because I feel you're going to be needing all of them. All right. The next thing that was written, that I wrote down, universe is requesting more. It's okay. Yep, we covered that. The last two notes that I have written is blatantly obvious and tolerance. So within the divide happening, it really is blatantly obvious who has good intentions and who has ill intentions. And I feel this obviousness is going to be seen due to all of the tools in your back pocket, in your cargo pants. All of the pockets that you have are full of tools, and they are helping you visually, literally see what ill intent looks like, what words are being used, what body language is being used. How are they walking up to you? How are you being spoken to? What tone's being used? All of this isn't 100% visual, but it's happening in front of you. So with all of the tools that you have the ability to decipher if this individual is on the ill-intended side of the divide or the good-intended side of the divide. So I'm hearing to back up. When you're recovering from trauma, tolerance is something that you build up. And how do I want to phrase this? When you learn to tolerate something, you learn to smile and nod a lot. Okay, yeah, and then walk away. So I feel that this tolerance that has been, we'll say, accumulated over the years of trauma and struggles, this tolerance is not going to be there anymore. I feel it's not going to be there because the energy to actually follow through with it has been exhausted. I feel that the efforts that it takes to have tolerance for certain things are no longer going to be available. And it's that simple. When you are focusing on your goals, what you want to do, you literally cannot tolerate things that want to pull you down. The things that want to pull you down need to not be present. Whether you make a choice that they're not present, and it's that simple, or if you remove them from your environment, or if you remove yourself from that environment. It's just, I feel the tolerance for certain things is simply not there because the capacity to entertain it, I'm hearing again the energy, like it's just, it's not, it's like I feel it's getting written out of the rule books. That was a very strange reference. It's like I feel certain people expect tolerance, And I feel that this is, so when I say like it's written out of the books, it's like I feel the normalcy of what is deserving of tolerance and what energetically feels accurate for tolerance is going to be redone. Sorry, I'm not wording great, but it's going to be like revamped. It's going to be totally different. I don't feel tolerance is going to be like a definition. I feel it's going to be per person. And while that might sound concerning, it's actually beautiful because again, this is where the divide comes into play. Good intended people support good intentions. It's that simple. So when you are coming forward with your level of tolerance and it is good intended, it will be met with good intentions. If you're coming forward with an ill intent, it will be met with ill intents. Intents is a new word I'm coming up with, I guess, short for intentions. So I'm going to end it with take that as it resonates. Because tolerance is, I want to say tolerance is a thing of beauty, but if it were a thing of beauty, it wouldn't, like, I feel the word tolerance has a negative context to it when tolerance is a thing of beauty. It's a space of unknowing, holding space for understanding the unknown. So tolerance is a space of beauty. It is not a space of doing something because you don't want to, but you should. It's a space of beauty. It's a space of love. So when it's approached like that, that is what it is met with. I'm being told to say that this is a practice, and it does take time for the mirror to mirror. So if you have been recovering from trauma, or if you have been just struggling with struggles, constant struggles, getting the practice in place where you're getting where you're receiving what you're getting, it takes time. So I'm hearing to be patient with yourself, with your environment, and with people. But in that practice of patience, continue to put yourself first. Continue to practice your tolerance in ways that serve you and your higher self and the highest good. Those are all of the channeled notes that I took. So I'm asking if there's anything else that can be shared for the divide this month and how to best move forward, or how to best navigate it and move forward while navigating it. They're saying no, everything was covered. Being in your centered harmony, being in the space of developing your routine, stopping to breathe, and finding where your energy navigates with intolerance These are all the things that are going to assist you in navigating this month amongst the divide and amongst the healing that you are doing for yourself. Okay. So at the end of all of my videos, I do some light language because so often when you experience a aha moment or you learn something new, often hooks can find their way in. And my intention with light language is to fill in those gaps that the hooks found their way in through, to fill those in with love, light, and Christ consciousness. So that's what's evolving within your energy field. And it is absolving those hooks that found their way in. Okay. Ohoina katasana takio poyena kataya posanika paila satakita ponokoyo tasanita pana ataya katapoyena katasana kina ita posaniata ita. Osuna papana ita kasatika poyena lata saniti pata satika tipoyena. Osuna papana ataya satika tipuno poyena katasana kana ataya toposhane kitiyata. Osuna poina ita kasana kani ita tisana pona oya tasana kata ita. Osuna papana ataya sapona ita posikini iti sana kana atayata. Osuna papana ataya kit pona atayata taposi kina tayata poyana ala tasana kata ita. Osuna papana atayata pona ayakalati sana pona atayata. O mambo poina. All right, everyone. I hope that helped. The space that I felt was 1 minute. Okay, the space that I was feeling, it was in the gut area. And that was across the board. I'm saying it like that because generally, like, it kind of like I feel stuff in certain areas, but as a collective, I felt everything in the gut area. And listening to your gut, your intuition, that is the that is one of the number one things that when you are trying to inflict trauma, that's where it goes. I didn't need to phrase it like that. I am sorry. When trauma is being inflicted, that's where it goes. It makes you doubt yourself. It makes you question what you know. So the gut area, it makes so much sense that the collective listening, that's where these issues are. As the collective as a whole, that's crazy. And I say that's crazy because that means that there's the divide that's happening. There's the two collectives. There is the collective as a whole that's listening to their intentions. And then there's the collective as a whole that is trying to throw people off from listening to their intentions. And I appreciate that. I appreciate all listening because the healing that you're receiving just from this light language will help establish boundaries with this divide happening. And that just brings me so much joy. So I'm very happy to see that. Oh yes, one last thing. If you are struggling proceeding forward with a routine, with a plan, book a free discovery call with me. Navigating these chaotic times and developing a plan to do it is something that I specialize in. These times do not have to be survived. They don't have to be a constant struggle. These chaotic times can be joyful, but you need to have a plan in place for yourself to do it. So if this is something that you are struggling with, book a free discovery call with me. It's a free 30-minute call, and we'll go into more detail on how my healing plan will assist in recovering the pieces of yourself that you feel you lost and navigate this chaos and move forward while navigating it. Okay, everyone, go ahead and close the space, and yeah. All right, so thank you. Thank you, everyone, for showing up and listening. Thank you for giving yourself the space to listen to something new or try something new. And thank you to myself for showing up. Thank you to my higher self, my angels and guides, my legends and legacies, my ancestors and other beings with me on this journey. Thank you for coming forward this morning for me and assisting in this channeled message for the collective in regards to the divide happening and the healing happening. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, everyone, as always, I hope this helps, and heal yourself to free yourself. Till next time.